Heyo there. It's been a while since I made a video for this particular channel, and I kind of want to start it out again with some reflections on 2023. A lot has happened in 2023 in various aspects of my life, including creative endeavors. So, overall, I would say that it has been a time of great change. For one, I started doing some things differently. I stopped streaming earlier that year and focused on videos. And although I haven't been very consistent yet, and most of the stuff I had were VODs, the burnout had definitely eased up. I did start a new channel for the gaming and silly stuff though, which is kind of a bit more work. And while I still have them in my links for contact purposes, not really for social media purposes, I've also mostly abandoned Twitter, as well as similar social media sites, aka Threads and Blue Sky, which we recently got into, plus Tumblr. Because like hearing about Twitter issues in a secondhand way made it much easier to not be so heated. And it enabled me to think about them clearly. Because when you're in like the heat of the moment, it's hard to think. You're just feeling, and you just want to say everything that's on your mind when it might not be the best thoughts that are on your mind. Yeah, and considering that I'm kind of in the VTuber sphere, kind of, and I'm not even counting myself as a VTuber, to be honest. And, you know, the VTuber thingy has drama that erupts pretty much all the time over things that no one really needs to fuss over. And it's great. It's great to be away from that thing. Yeah, and when it comes to how I introduce myself online now, yeah, I really come to realize that I'm pretty much a broken person who's more a collective I than an actual we. And the we part is really more internal. So yeah, I've started being a lot more comfortable with using I instead of we. Because even though we used we, it's kind of awkward still because we're not exactly that different from each other, like in a plural sense, and that's okay. Yeah. And on the IRL side of things, I've been attempting to apply for work again. And it's been so long since I've applied for work, and that was like, but yeah, while I don't have one yet, I have been reminded, like through the process of applying, I've been reminded of a lot of important life stuff. And some of those I might actually talk about here. And also, definitely not on a minor note. I've started going to church again. Actually, it's been a while. Like, I think I've been there for like a year, I think. But yeah, I've only recently warmed up to it because it's I've had a bad experience with churches before, and this has been very different. So this is definitely a big change for 2023 going to this year. Yeah, so if I ever casually mention anything about God, Jesus, or the Bible, you know what's up. So for this year, my goals, at least in the creative uh, side of things, my goals are to continue the YouTube channels, particularly coming up with different stuff that's still right up my alley and not necessarily in the P and G tubing thing. Like, I know the typical stuff that VTubers do. And I kind of want to get away from that, and that's partly why I stopped streaming because let's admit it, like streaming is pretty just that. You can't really do much with it unless you have the time or the resources. I don't know. Yeah. Also, I want to continue the website because yeah, we have a website. And it's been nice. It's been a nice experience. Actually, just having a place for all the stuff, you know, all the writing stuff. Because I gotta admit, like the platforms out there aren't aren't really conducive to like kind of stuff I write about. Like they're not gonna want it. you Yeah, and also I kind of want to feature more art. I'm not sure if I can do it on this channel. Although I think I can, but I feel the need to combine it with something else. Either that or it's going to the second channel, and that's okay again. I've been wanting to make more like merch stuff, design stuff, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know yet. There's been some thoughts of making more PNG Tuber models, considering there's PNG Tuber Plus now, and some people might actually want some. I just haven't had the confidence to actually, open comms. That's about it for the 2023 update. Thanks for listening, I guess.